We're live. We're live, folks. I was just thinking about that fight last night with Islam and JDM, and I kept seeing images on the internet today of JDM and his face, how his face changed throughout each round. And it reminded me of, like, I don't know if you've ever, like, if you have siblings, you know what I mean. Like, if you were ever bullied by your sibling, or if your sibling ever bullied you, like, it's a kind of bullying that you won't really get outside your house. Like, it's really intense, and like the feeling that I got was just that Islam completely, like, imposed his will on JDM. And I heard Valentina, she had an interview after her fight too, and she was talking about this, um how when she fights someone, she makes them fight her fight. She makes them lose power in front of her. And I was like, dude, like, I don't know what exactly um Islam did to JDM, but like he literally shattered his spirit. Like, that sounds like it was heartbreaking to see. JV165, by the way, thank you for the $2. I appreciate you. The motherfucking Fight Fairy. What a card yesterday. Yes, indeed. It was a good one. We were gifted a good one. How are you doing, Fairy? It's midnight 48 here where I live. It is 10:49 where I am. Morales versus Brady was the definition also of Big Brother versus Little Brother. Yeah, it looked like a middleweight versus a lightweight. Yeah, it was just, that's what being present can do for you. Like, Morales has the beautiful ability of, like, actually locking in. Not every fighter can do that. So, never seen someone nearly cry from being sunned. Yeah. Dude, did you guys see those photos of JDM? Like, the still shots were the ones that really surprised me. What did you think of the Ewing versus Wellmaker fight? Dude, how good is Ewing, first of all? Why have I not, like, really seen him before? Ewing just reminds me of a better Drew Dober. Physically and, like, in the way he fights, I don't know. I feel bad for Leon. Bro's lost so much recently. I know, that's his fault. That is his fault. Who could possibly beat Islam? I don't know. I don't think anybody can, because you'd have to match his mentality, and that's, I think, the biggest factor. Right now, in that division, I don't know. Why nobody's saying Morales is a weight bully? Because I think it has more to do with that, with the fact that he's super rangy and he's super present. It's morning time and you started streaming. It's not morning for me. It's evening. It's 10:51. Almost 11. And I just hopped on for a quick stream. I was going to do this earlier, but it turned out this way. Round 1 versus round 5 JDM was so... I know, it was bad. Dude, the confidence... I wouldn't even say that JDM was that confident, because he was definitely, like, a bit nervous. A bit more nervous than maybe was good for him. But, like, you just saw his spirit die by the time that 5th round came around. Why was Leon smiling? I don't know. I think he tried to look tough. You got hands? I don't know. But he needs to retire, probably, yeah. We knocked out Leon Edwards. Respect to Islam and his camp. Aussie people are humble. Yeah. I mean, I would love to see this kind of training that camps like Islam's do in other areas, you know? Same thing with Valentina. It's like the same mentality. I think that pushed them so far. Protest created 2 memes in that fight. No reaction to Leon's love taps. Yeah, I know. It was so funny. And Leon smiling while he was astral traveling. I know. I know. I know. Dude, the Leon fucking pitter patter punching Pratis while he was on his back was so funny just because I thought it was AI for the first, like, for a second. I thought it was AI. And then I realized, like, wait, no, that's not AI at all. That was literally just his face because I didn't see it from that angle when I was first watching the fight. You look like the type of person that bites their toenails. I don't bite my toenails or my nails. I do bite the inside of my mouth, though. That's the one bad thing. That's my one bad habit is, like, I think sometimes you guys will catch me doing it too. Like, I'll just do this. I'm just like destroying the inside of my mouth. It's okay because nobody can see that. That's my reasoning for it. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna bite my nails because that's not gonna be good, and everyone's gonna see it. But if I bite the inside of my mouth, it's like hidden scars inside. No one can tell. Anyways, it's my last little thing. I have another one that I do too. Like, I'll try and press on the inside of. I don't know. This is hard to describe. I have another one though that's invisible. JV165, thank you for the $5. Excluding Morales' zestiness, he's really good. 19-0, super well-rounded, great submissions and nasty striking. Yes, he's only 24 too. I know, I keep forgetting. Yeah, he's 24. We're the same age too. Dang, dude, when he won the way that he won, it made me regret not getting a photo with his mom. Should have gotten a photo with Michael Morales' mom. Shevchenko and Makhachev killed the entire card. You're just bitter, Damien. Sorry to say. I think you're just a little bit bitter. Do you want some pizza? No, not really. I actually ate a lot of food today. A lot of food that I normally wouldn't eat, so I'm preparing for the inflammation. We need a card with strikers only. Why? What is this obsession with only strikers? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just have a different perspective. Like, I totally enjoy watching the strikers as well. But, I don't know. I guess I've found other ways to enjoy the other styles. Do you like getting inside of your mouth destroyed? Shut up, Adam W. My mom used to put some chemical on my nails and... Yeah, I know it burns if you bite them. I've heard of those. Or the ones that taste bad. Do you all reckon Ilya go to welterweight? I don't think he will, especially after seeing Makhachev's strategy against JDM. Yeah. 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 You fight MMA? I don't. I just analyze it. Cyril gone with KO Islam and Hamza the same night? Okay. Gotta see Morales versus Prates now? I know that would be a fun fight. Have you ever went to church and took home the donation box? No, I've never done that. I used to bite the inside of my mouth. I still have a small crater where I did it. Oh, dude, I've been doing it for years. I've been biting the inside of my mouth for years. I can't even imagine how much scar tissue is inside, like, my cheeks. Yeah. It's something my older brother and I started doing. And it was, like, a really difficult habit to stop. Every now and then I would, like, actually stop doing it. But it easily comes back, and it's, like, one of the most satisfying and hard to quit habits for me. But, like, it's really not good. It's really not the best thing. Yep, Islam destroyed JDM. Yes, he did. Guys, remember that stream that I did like a few days ago where it was titled Islam is gonna manhandle JDM? That's exactly what happened. Eh. Hmm. You should do ASMR. I should. Today I wanted to do, well, maybe I'll try filming it tomorrow. Let's see how I feel. But I wanted to do an ASMR video where I just film myself saying "By Sangur Susurkaev" in different ways for like 5 to 10 minutes. For some reason, it's very calming. Like, I don't know. I feel like the way, like, there's ways, like, his name is very satisfying to say. You know what I mean? That's what ASMR is. Like, it's satisfying. By Sangur Susurkaev. By Sangur Susurkaev. By Sangur Susurkaev. Anyways. Gary or Bilal? Gary. Didn't you have an ASMR? I do have an ASMR channel, technically, yes. Call me delusional, but if Buckley wins his wrestling match, plus wins 2 fights with improved grappling, trust me, bro, he's not going to be the one, dude. He's not going to be the one. Buckley is not there. Just stop by real quick, going to try and get some sleep till next time. Till next time, JV165. Thank you for stopping by as usual. I appreciate you. And yeah, make sure you get some rest. More than 2 hours this time, bro. More than 2 hours. See you. Shafkat would not be a favorite against Islam. No, probably not. But honestly, the odds that were there for JDM versus Islam make sense to me now. Do you wish to go to Dagestan? Not particularly, but I would go. I'm curious to see what it would be like there. I can kind of imagine, but you only really know once you get there. We knocked out Rocky Edwards. Yeah, bald spot dead. Ironically, old Usman is the one who has the best chance against Islam. Old. Keyword old. You would cry and quit if you went to Dagestan. I don't think you know who I am, Starlight. You would cry and quit. I don't cry and quit. Yeah, I don't think you know who I am. I don't think you've been on this channel long enough, bro. No. No. People with Soviet parents don't cry and quit. No. Absolutely not. Anyways. Who do you main in UFC 5? I don't play video games. People really thought JDM had power. He just didn't have the necessary. He did not have the necessary conditioning to win that fight. That's all that was. He's from Russian Mafia, by the way. Not even being rude, but that's what they all say. Yeah, you're saying that because you don't understand Soviet parents' mentality, and I was basically raised by a Soviet boomer. I had this discussion with my friend earlier today. It's like my mom was born in like 1968, but she fucking acts like a boomer. So, yeah, that generation went through some tough shit, and so they'll raise. It's like you obviously don't understand certain things. You obviously do not understand. Russian people, like, same way as in China, I've noticed that a lot of the people are like copy paste. Soviet Union is a historical nightmare, yeah, and most people don't understand the actual dynamics of anything that happened there. A little bit uneducated, but yet they feel the need to explain things to me that I lived. That, yeah. I honestly don't even know why I'm responding, waste of time. Anyways. JDM doesn't have good wrestling, and no one without a good wrestling base will have a chance against Islam. I agree. Anybody who hasn't done it since like they were 5 doesn't really have a chance, or unless they actually like went to Dagestan for 2-3 years and forget, you know. When did your parents immigrate to Canada? I think it was 1995, something like that, or like mid to late 90s. Is Fyodor still the best MMA Russian fighter? GOAT? Ooh, maybe. Forget what his record looks like. Is Russian a hard language to learn? I don't know. It's hard for me to say that because I grew up speaking it. So. Is it just me or does JDM have the same cowardly as Leon Edwards, Danny Barlow, and Phil Rowe? Yes, I was the one that said that first in my prediction video, so it's not just you. You're catching on. You are catching on. Sometimes you just notice things, you know. Your accent is so hard to catch. I don't really have an accent. I mean, I guess I kind of do, but it's... I can't tell... I don't know. I guess it's hard to fully wipe out... Like, if you speak fluently in a language, it's hard to fully wipe it out of your speech, you know? Like, I do notice the Russian accent coming through even when I'm not trying to make it come through, you know? People forget, man, fairy Soviet upbringing would beat Islam. No, it wouldn't, but I'm not a fucking bitch. Like, a lot of people in my chat sometimes they get in the bitch zone. We don't do that here. How dare you fucking say that shit to me? Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. That's all. Thoughts on Stalin? No. Never mess with Islam. Please say Fyodor's full name. Fyodor Emelianenko. Can you become goth, please? Did that. Been there, done that. Bro, you in Canada, softest people on earth. Y'all say sorry even when it isn't your fault. Dude, I was raised in a bubble. Oh, I'm not even gonna bother explaining it to you. I think you're a little bit slow. I think you're a little bit slow. You know? Of course I'm not my parents. I thank God I didn't have to fucking live through a lot of shit they went through. But at the same time, my mom made sure that I understood exactly what pain meant. Right? So I didn't have the typical Canadian upbringing. Get off my fucking lawn. Get off of my lawn. And Megru shouted you out. That's cool. Islam surpassed Volk after that win? Yeah, I would say so. I'm new here, first time here. Are you Russian? Yes. Well, I mean, my parents are Russian, so I don't know. I feel more Russian than I feel Canadian, but I also don't feel like as Russian as Russian people. Like when I see Russian people from Russia, I'm like, oh, I'm not like that either. I'm just doing my own thing. So I guess I will never belong anywhere. It'd be like that. You wearing what you wore yesterday, lol? Yeah. Just a shirt. I will say I think even though Ilya is small for welterweight, he has good power in wrestling, decent chance to win versus Islam. Weirdly, I feel like Islam would beat him. I don't know. Triple champ would be insane, I know. No, it would be crazy. It would be crazy! Define that? Ooh, define what? Forget what I said. What are parents? I know, right, Leandro? Why do people comment depraved shit? Because they live on the internet and they don't have a life. That is why. That is why. The good stuff. Thank you for the $2. Hi. Hello. 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 How's your night going? Do you think he's going to surpass Demetrius Johnson? Kind of. Yeah, I do. I mean, it's also different. It's also different. I also feel like it's hard to compare fighters that fought a while ago because the sport is changing so much and so quickly that, I don't know, you have to kind of like do the math on it a little bit. You know? That's all. We'd love to see Islam versus Morales. I think Morales still has some time to go. Some fights to have. Do the Dagestanis and Chechens feel like your people, or are they too different from the European Moscow type Russians? I don't know if I would say they feel like my people, but there's more of an understanding because they were raised on Soviet values. Do you understand? It's like the same culture. I relate more to that culture. I don't relate to Canadian culture in any motherfucking way. Let me tell you that. They do not relate. They don't understand me and I don't understand them. So I think that's why I always felt a little bit more Russian than I did Canadian, is because it's just a very different approach to life. So you think Bilal slamming Leon on his head caused bald spots? Yeah, it's just the product of getting older, dude. My father was born in Kaliningrad. Good for you. 170 wins. 170 he wins easily. Ilya already isn't the biggest. 155 he used to fight at 135. Yeah, I know. Ilya is small. Good night, Fairy. Good night, Most Wanted. For real. What are your opinions on wrestling and MMA and if stalling should be implemented? I mean, I think wrestling and MMA is fine. I think people are just upset about it because people haven't found like a good way to counter what they're doing. So Mighty Mouse is too complete. Yeah, I know what you mean. I honestly, I'm not like too well versed on his career. I've seen some of it, but he is very knowledgeable. Yeah, from what I see him post these days, his analysis. Yuri versus Chimaev. Who are you picking? Chimaev. That's one fight Yuri I think won't be able to do his thing in, you know. Usually when I come to live stream I either be immediately blocked or the host will become haunted and panicked and did the stream immediately. You must think you're very important, Gregory, right? You must think that you're somehow more important than other people. If you were a god, what's the first thing you would do? Nothing. I would understand everything, so there would be nothing to do. Probably. That is probably what it would be. If I start balding, I'm gonna jump into a pool of liquid nitrogen. Yeah, you might start balding. It happens to a lot of people. But I hear it depends on if your mother's side of the family was bald. So I guess my brothers are lucky because when my mom, like my dad was balding, he still had some hair, like, but like he was balding. He was balding. Like, yeah, he was balding. He was balding for sure. But on my dad's, on my mom's side of the family lately, her dad had hair. So I don't know if that's true. Then my brothers are lucky. My older brother hasn't been losing any of his hair now. I mean, he's not that old. He's 26. Ewing thoughts? Solid. He is solid. He is solid, especially for short notice. Do, 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 do. Are you on a phone call? No. People forget, man. 5-3 survived India. Actually true. Oh, yeah. Being around millions of people in one of the oldest cities in the world. Like I told you guys, I actually forgot that Varanasi was like over 3,000 years old. If you've ever been to a 3,000-year-old city, you feel things. You go there and you're like, whoa, this place is crazy. This place is operating like you get to understand some of ancient human ways, I guess. Um I'll never bald. My family comes from wolves. Bro, he looked like he was about to cry. I know. I know. When I saw pictures, that's when it really became clear to me. It reminded me of, yeah, when I was a kid. When I was a kid getting like bullied by my brothers and just not having anywhere to go and just realizing that like I'm stuck with this now and there's nothing I can do. Uh like the stream, guys, and don't forget to subscribe. You heard Agent Smith. Do the thing. Do the thing. Your life will become better. I promise. I promise. That feeling when there's no place older than like 500 years around me. Yeah. I mean, Varanasi, I've been to some older cities, but Varanasi takes the cake for like the craziest looking one. Like the way it was built, the history that's there, like it's a different energy, man. I don't know. It feels weird. Feels weird, but also peaceful at the same time. I don't know. The people there are like, I don't know, it's all very interesting. I was there for like what, a week and a half? Something like that. It was a lot, actually. It was a lot. It was the dirtiest place I've been to in the world. Varanasi is the dirtiest place. My friend had a nickname for it. It's it's pronounced Varanasi, but my friend calls it very nasty. Very nasty. Anyways, don't be like a bird left to drift in the sky, not knowing where and when or where to land. A falcon will eat you, and that would be a waste for you. Thank you for your insights. Espanol? Leon Edwards is dead, I know. Headshot dead. There's a resonance in places like that? There really is, yeah. When John Pork drawing session, big leagues calling. I might do one for Marab versus Jan. Vibration and frequency is a big part of humanity's ancestors. I think so. Yes. Yeah. Also, I mean, I think I told you guys this before. Like, being in Varanasi, I mean, you do like like if you're there, you are gonna go by the ghats and see dead people being burned and dead people being brought over there. Like when people die in the city, they get brought over to the river, uh, on like a stretcher, like an ancient looking stretcher. It looks very, looks very primitive. But anyways, they bring it over. There's multiple people on the street because the streets are very narrow. There's no, I mean, there's cars there, but like the way that the streets are built, it's a maze. The whole city is a maze, and you're trying to get your way to the river. You finally get there, and they're like rotating these dead bodies, and yeah. So once the body finishes burning, all the bits that didn't get burnt, they have little goats there, and the goats will eat the pieces of the dead bodies that didn't get burnt fully. So, and then they put the new body on, and the process begins over again. They are burning bodies 24/7. Anyways, you have serious Winona Ryder vibes? Cool. When Joe Rogan started talking about the metal cup again, I walked out of the room. Dude, I know. Someone needs to tell him. Someone needs to like tap him on the shoulder and say, Joe, it's time to drop the subject. I think you've done. It's time to move on to something else, bro. Have you been to India? Yes. I just spoke about it just now. I loved fairy ASMR and positivity talks. Cool. Yeah, I need to figure out what I'm doing with the ASMR thing. I've just been trying to do so many things at once, and I need to slow the fuck down and focus on one thing at a time. What's your opinion on the Battle of Malta? Don't know too much about it. If you challenge me, you are not challenging only the man you... Okay. How come India doesn't evolve? It is evolving. It's just hard to do that when there's so many people and not enough resources. Subscribe because you seem nice. Thanks, Andrew. This is a good place to subscribe. You'll see. I post on this channel all the time, so yeah. If you are in the UFC, you must have perfect, in a sense, takedown defense and takedown. I mean, if you're in the UFC, you're probably really good to begin with, so yeah. Watching along for the next embedded, you can point out the things you notice in fighters. I always watch them. Oh, I could do... Oh, yeah, I could do that, because I watch the embeddeds alone, but I could do them, like, live with you. Because no one's doing that, right? No one's doing the embeddeds live. That could be fun. You look like you're not scared of Halloween. I love it. I'm not scared of many things. I'm actually not really scared of much. I'm only scared of myself, unfortunately. And sometimes of other people. But other than that, I'm not really scared. It's all really... Fear is temporary. Fear is temporary until you learn how to, like, understand what it is. Then you're like, okay, that's just... You know. That turtleneck looks comfy. They always are. They always are. Okay, let me skip. How far am I behind on comments? I can never tell. Oh, okay, here. Are you not scared of roaches? I don't know. Scared is a strong word. I don't like them, that's for sure. Every time, like when I see them, the emotion I experience isn't like fear. It's I usually just take a sigh and I'm like, not this fucking shit again. You know. It's impressive how Fairy manages to be so intelligent and sensitive when discussing human nature and psychology. She really is a gift for it, in my humble opinion. I think that comes naturally when you travel and see things. You know. Please worship the entertainment industry stars as much as possible because they provide us with entertainment based on sex, drugs, rape, murder. Okay. NYC roaches are different, maybe, yeah. King Bingus, thank you for the 2 Canadian. Got any milk for sale? Okay. What a degen comment. I guess that happens sometimes. I guess it happens sometimes. I can't imagine typing something like that out and like consciously deciding to click send and then like rubbing my hands together, like, rubbing my hands together and being like, how is she, like, she's gonna read it, how is she gonna respond? Dang, bro, what is your life? Being haunted by human beings makes you look at humanity differently. That can mean many things, but sure. Be careful streaming the embedded. UFC will likely copyright. I know. Yeah, I know. I consider that. Bro really gave you money to say that. I know. It's so weird. He is a weird one. He's a weird one. Roaches and castles exist to show one in suffering a will to open their mind. A man who lives in a castle will have another, and in the end, for him, the people will not remember it differently. Honestly, I didn't understand that. Maybe it's the way you wrote it, maybe it's the way I read it, but he got off on that, unfortunately. Well, let him be. Let him be. It's just sad to me, but yeah. He's just giving me money at this point. Well, dude, thanks for the money. I'll take it. You want to say degen shit in my comments? Sure, whatever. So there's no good cards left for the rest of the year, right? No. There are some good cards coming up. The next 2 should be good. I'm not super stoked for the Royval one. Fair, should we perma? Nah, he's not that offensive. He's just one of those attention whores. Let him be. Fairy, can we ban donations? I think that would be wrong, right? I don't know. You don't need to ban donations. Honestly, you don't really need to ban anyone unless they're being really, really belligerent, Bro, it's actually sad to send $2 super chats only to say that. Yeah, he'll understand soon. He'll understand soon what he's done. Not right now, but maybe someday. Maybe soon. Maybe sooner rather than later. We'll find. I guess he'll find out. Yo, cold. I'm actually not that cold. Not super cold. I'd be sick. It'd be sick if they can do Aspinall versus Gone 2 in time for the first Paramount card. I know. I was thinking that too. Do you think they will? Do you feel like the UFC is motivated enough to like make that happen? Should buy a Powerball ticket. Yeah, yeah. Should. Maybe you should do that. Can you name a song by Owl City? They sound so familiar. They sing those. They sung some like. Did they sing that Firefly song? Was that them? When he tries to get a job in AI controlled future like Planeteer, BlackRock, does a social media search on everything he said on the internet he's cooked, and then he'll learn. That's actually interesting. You know, I've never like since the internet's been out, I've never done or said any. I've never like posted anything weird on the internet. Never said anything fucked up on the internet, regardless of like from which account. I've never. Doesn't matter which account it's been on. I've never done anything weird like that because ever since it came, even I remember the first email I made when I was like 11 years old. I didn't even use my real name because I was like, I don't want to be tracked. So I've always been like this. Uh so I can't relate, man. I can't. You will not believe your eyes when 10 million fireflies. How does that song even go? I've said some base things in my younger edge lord days. Everyone kind of has, but like usually that goes away when you're like 12, yeah. You kind of graduate from that mindset. I get so many life sentences based on the stuff I've said on the internet. Tom Cooks, I'm sure you would. Okay. Faye, what did you eat that you usually don't eat today? Well, there was like we had this like chili potluck thing, and people brought a bunch of chili and a bunch of salsa and a bunch of tortilla chips. So I ate a lot of that stuff, and it's kind of like greasier, heavier food. Oh, and my friend brought over some hachipuri, which is the Georgian. It's like a Georgian pide. If you know what pide is like this Turkish bread thing. But hachipuri is kind of like that. It's a mix between like a pizza and that. It's like cheese and bread with an egg yolk. Hachipuri. It's pretty good, but yeah. I know that shit's gonna give me inflammation. But that's okay. One day of inflammation. I'll eat that food because it's nice to eat it with friends once in a while. You know. Didn't understand a word, but I agree. Nice. Okay, well, guys, I think I've discussed what I wanted to discuss, which was the Well, I wanted to like know what you guys thought about JDM and how he looked at the end, and how JDM's entire team just kind of felt bad for him. Um, but yeah. PD is Kurdish and Arabic, not Turkish. Okay, well, I don't know. I've had Turkish pide, so I didn't know where it was from. Just yeah, you know what it is. The pide, yeah, that's the one. Um, have a good one, Fairy in chat. Love you. Love you long time. Um, yeah, I'm probably gonna go soon. Gonna go. Yo, why does everybody tell me is it my haircut? Because I get the spy comment a lot. Like I met some new people today, and they every time people meet me, they tell me I look like a spy. So what is this? Like, people legitimately ask me every time. Every time. Every time. Is it the haircut? Because, like, I think it's the mix of the fat. I think it's a mix of my haircut and maybe my style. But I'm not even wearing all black. I think it's just the fact that I'm tall. Basically, they mean Russian. Uh, that's something a spy would say to deflect from being a spy. Shake my head. Dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, the amount of people that have genuinely, I mean, it seems like it was genuine. Like, the spy thing gets brought up every time. Every time. You look like you could be a spy, to be fair. Yeah, but, like, I feel like people are saying, like, the girl who told me this today too, she was like, yeah, like a spy from a movie. And I'm like, right? Like, maybe that's different. I think a spy in a movie is not what, like, an actual spy looks like. Probably, you know? But I don't know. I don't know what a spy in real life really would look like. How long have you been watching MMA? Like 3 years, probably. You look like the main character from Ghost in the Shell. Don't know that one. Is that an anime? Sounds like an anime. Watch the 80s film Gotcha. I think that's what it's called. There's a Russian spy that looked like you. Yeah, okay. Hmm. Spy wouldn't put themselves out there. Yeah, that's what I think too. Would you consider Avatar: The Last Airbender anime? Hmm. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I would, I guess. I mean, anime is basically a type of cartoon, so. Anyways, guys. Anyways. Faye, did you see the event live? No, I didn't, but I saw the weigh-in live, the ceremonial weigh-in, which was really cool. And the Q&A with Dustin and Masvidal and others. Anyways, guys, if you have, you guys seem to not have any more comments about the JDM fight or MMA, so I'm gonna take this as my sign to go. Missed you yesterday. Well, the book of Levi Jeans. Sad time. Sad time. Yesterday was a good card. But yeah, it's okay. We'll see. We'll be back soon next week. Can you collab with Kenny Okoye MMA? What would we collab about? I've been considering doing collabs with people in the community, but I don't know who'd want to, like, who would I even collab with? And what would we even collab about? What would we even do? I'm down to collab, but yeah. How high can Morales go in the division? I feel like he can get pretty high. He can get up there for sure. Anyways. Who's your favorite fighter? I don't know, honestly. I feel like I really like Zhang Wei Li, but after seeing her fight Valentina, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's just Yuri now. I like Yuri a lot. I still like Zhang Weili. I still like Zhang Weili, but like now there's she's on a different level. Weili's still the goat. She is. She is. She is. No, that's how I still like her. I don't think anything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying like it's not the same. It's not the same. Um. Anyhow, yeah, I think Yuri is cool. Yuri is cool, and he has a good message. Anyway, guys, that's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. I think that's all. That's all for me. So, see you. See you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. And watch out for some Baisan Kurso Surkaev MMA. ASMR. If you're into ASMR and you have trouble going to bed, or you just want to watch something satisfying, and you like the way that Baisan Kurso Surkaev you can join my second channel for that. I feel like honestly though, now that I'm saying that, maybe that's weird. I don't find it weird at all. I don't find it weird at all. I just like satisfying things. And I just feel like Baisan Guru Surkaev has a very satisfying name. Satisfying to say name. So, anyways. That's all. Anyways. I should go. I said I was gonna go for like 5 minutes now. Okay. Bye.